Okay, Mr. Mata. My name is Edward Ibarra. Uh, Nice to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you too.
I'm here doing a report for my final exam about the history of Farrah's factory. Um, you told me that you work at Farrah factory for a while you were studying.
I was there a couple of months as a temporary worker, so I still remember the old Farrah factory location before it tumbled down to build in the new mall. So I remember it very well.
How did they? How was the condition there?
I thought the conditions were pretty good. To me, it looked more like a warehousey type of thing that was there. It looked pretty big from the inside because I believe the rooms had to be big in order to make all that manufacturing. That's the way I remember it.
Did the workers were treated well?
I think at least for me, at my side, they treated me fairly. Whenever they needed something, the manager will come up to me and say, can you do this? Can you do that? So as far as on my side, yeah, I was treated pretty good, which was really moving a lot of boxes, a lot of paperwork.
So you worked for a couple months.
Yes.
Oh, when was this around?
Oh my goodness. If you talk about a long time ago, I would say it was
70s?
probably,
In the 70s?
no, it was right at the end before the factory was tumbled down. I would say it would be probably maybe 97, 96. At that time, the factory had changed quite a bit, but it was still there.
What was your job or your duty?
I guess you could call me a clerk. That's what I was hired for, as a clerk. But when I got there, the duties were anything that needed to be done. A messenger, moving boxes, doing the paperwork, filing, whatever I could do.
And you told me that you also trained the new workers or the new employees.
The new workers,
Just to train them. You told me.
mhm, because I had been there already, let's say for a few weeks. If somebody came in, well, obviously I knew a little bit more than they did. So what I would do, my manager would just say, can you show them the ropes? Can you tell them where this goes, or how do we put this, or how do we handle the paperwork? So it was just simply because, I was there just a little bit longer.
And my last question is, what was the reason why Farrah factory was shut down?
You know, it was because of NAFTA. NAFTA had a tremendous effect during the mid 90s when the Clinton administration went ahead and passed it. It hurt a lot of the border cities, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of factories in the border cities, because it turned out that it was cheaper to go ahead and make this stuff, across the border in another country. In this case, mainly Juarez. And a lot of workers that worked here in the United States lost their jobs. And there was no longer that need for the Farrah factory. And when they went ahead and were going to build a new mall, it just turned out that the Farrah factory was going to go with it too.
Uh, well, thank you for letting me interview Mr. Mata.
You're very welcome. Thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. You too.
Sure.